Hi everyone, thanks again for visiting my channel, Crocheting Around My Kitchen Table. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you know when I upload a new video tutorial. This video tutorial is for my Fidget Spider Keychain. The materials you will need for this project is any thick worsted weight yarn. I find that it works really well to make the bauble simulate a quiet popper. I'm using Premier Just Yarn in Turquoise. You will need 2 hooks. You will need an H hook for the size of the fidget that we are going to do. You can certainly adjust the size of the fidget by just going up or down a size in the hook. And you will need a smaller hook that will fit through the pony beads that you choose. You will need a pair of scissors, a darning needle for weaving in the tails. You will need 6 pony beads and a keychain. So let's get started. I have already threaded my beads onto the yarn prior to crocheting. I will begin by making a magic circle. You can certainly use chain 4 and place all the stitches into that chain 4. I grab the left side of the yarn, I pinch it, then I weave the yarn attached to the yarn ball around my left hand, and I'm ready to begin round 1. You'll begin round 1 by chaining 1 and making 11 single crochet around the magic circle. And I will meet you back when I have all 11 single crochet. I have made all 11 single crochet, and now I'm going to pull the tail close, not completely tight because I like to still work in round 2 with it being a little bit loose so I can see all the stitches. I'm going to find that first single crochet, and you can always count backwards. That's how I do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm just going to slip stitch into that top V of that first single crochet to end round 1. We're going to begin round 2 by placing our first bobble stitch in the next stitch over. We begin by yarning over, inserting our hook, yarning over, pulling through, yarning over through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert back into the stitch, same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through the first 2, yarn over, insert once again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through the first 2 loops. Now you have 5. We're going to yarn over one more time, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. You should have 6 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 6 of those loops, and chain 1. And you have made your first bobble. We're going to place 1 single crochet into the next stitch over, and you're going to repeat that one more time. The bobble goes in here, the single crochet goes here, and I will meet you back here to continue on. You will place 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then you will place 1 bobble, 1 single crochet, 1 bobble, 1 single crochet, and I will meet you back to close out round 2. I have placed my last single crochet from the bobble pattern, bobble single crochet, so I'm going to find that first single crochet from the first round where we closed off round 1, and I'm going to slip stitch into that same stitch to close out round 2. Just a simple slip stitch, and that ends round 2. Beginning round 3, I'm going to move my piece towards me a little bit so I can see this V stitch right in here. You can see that. I'm going to place 1 single crochet in that V stitch. I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to remove my hook. I'm going to bring a bead towards my chain 2, carefully not pulling out that loop. I'm going to grab my smaller hook, insert it into the pony bead on the other side, and I'm going to grab that loop and pull it through. I'm going to grab both pieces, the loop and the yarn, and I'm going to just slide that bead right onto it, the chain 2. I'm going to pick up my hook. I'm going to place 1 half double crochet on the top of this bobble. You see there's another V stitch on there. That's from the chain 1 where we closed out that bobble in round 2. I'm going to insert my hook. It's a little tight at first, but we can wiggle that in there. I'm going to just do a half double crochet and continue on. From this half double crochet, I'm going to place my first spider leg. So I'm going to chain 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to place a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Just 1 single crochet. And then I'm going to do a repeat pattern. In each chain, I'm going to place 1 single crochet, 1 slip stitch into the same chain. You can certainly make your own curly leg, but I like the spindly look that it gives it. Once again, that repeat is 1 single crochet into the next chain and 1 slip stitch into the same chain. You're going to repeat that pattern all the way back to the beginning, and I will meet you back here. I have finished placing my single crochet slip stitch pattern into the last chain. Now I'm going to close this leg off by slip stitching into the front 2 loops. If you can see that there, there's 2 loops at the very top of that half double crochet. I'm going to slip stitch into those 2 loops. Sometimes you need a little help there with your finger. Try not to capture the other one. And I'm going to slip stitch through all 3 of those loops. And that ends our first leg. I'm going to place 1 half double crochet into the single crochet in between these 2 bobbles. And now we'll begin making a second leg. And that's, we're going to chain 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Single crochet into the second chain from the hook. And then we're going to repeat pattern again. 1 single crochet, 1 slip stitch into the next chain, and repeat that pattern of 1 single crochet, 1 slip stitch into each chain back to the beginning, and I will meet you back here. I have finished my pattern for my leg. I'm going to slip stitch into the top 2 loops of the half double crochet and bring a slip stitch, oops, try that again, bring a slip stitch through all 3 of those. I'm going to chain 2, and place my second bead. I have placed my second bead. I'm going to place a half double crochet into the right V-stitch of this bobble. There's the bobble, there's the top of the bobble. In the right side where you have the long V-stitch there, I'm going to place a half double crochet. And I will place my third leg, repeating the pattern of the other two legs. I have finished making my leg and slip stitching into the front two of that half double crochet. I'm going to turn my project a little bit towards me so I can see the top of that bobble stitch where we made that chain one to bring the bobble together. I'm going to place one half double crochet into the top part of that bobble. A little bit tough because it's pretty tight. Placing one half double crochet and repeat the leg pattern for the fourth leg. I have finished making my fourth leg. From this point I will chain two and place my third bead. I have placed my third bead. I'm going to skip the next single crochet that's next to that bobble. Into the next single crochet I will place one half double crochet. I'm going to chain two and place my fourth bead. I have finished placing my fourth bead. I'm going to skip this next single crochet and the right V-stitch of that bobble and go right into the top of that bobble, the third one here. In that small little V-stitch where we closed off all 6 of these stitches, I'm going to place one half double crochet into that top V. And I will begin my fifth leg. I have finished my fifth leg. In the single crochet between the third and the fourth bobble, I'm going to place one half double crochet and make my sixth leg. I have finished making my sixth leg and slip stitching, of course, in that top two of the half double crochet. Now I'm going to chain two and place my fifth bead. I have finished placing my fifth bead. I'm going to turn the project over towards me and I will place one half double crochet into the right V-stitch of that bobble. And I will begin making my seventh leg. I finished making my seventh leg and I will place one half double crochet into the top of that fourth bobble into the chain one that we made when we closed that bobble off. And from here I will make my eighth leg. I finished making my eighth leg and I will chain two and place my last bead on the chain two. I have placed my last pony bead on the chain two. There is a single crochet to the left of this bobble stitch and I'm going to place one single crochet into that single crochet. To close this round, I'm going to find where we slip stitched into the previous 2 rounds and slip stitch once more into that same place. Now from here you can decide to make the keychain loop with me, or you can just fasten off and weave in the tails. To make our keychain loop, you will chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to pull out my hook because I'm going to cut the yarn. I'm going to slide, and this is just the way I do it. You can certainly add your keychain however you like. Just going to slide that on there. Move it to the left side, pick up my loop, and go right back into turning to the right of where I place that slip stitch and go right into the same place again and bring the yarn through and yarn through again a slip stitch. I'm going to chain one and pull out the yarn. So I essentially just placed a slip stitch in the same place where I began my chain, and then I fastened off. Now all I need to do is weave in the tails, tighten the center a little bit more, and I am finished with my Fidget spider keychain. I have finished weaving in the ends, as you can see in this blue how well the quiet popper part works. The bobble just pushes in and pushes right back out. The legs are very sensory friendly. They're fun to play with and fidget with, and of course the pony beads are always a great plus for any fidget. I made some colorful ones as a gluten-free alternative for kids who couldn't get candy for Halloween. I used glow-in-the-dark beads. It looks really cool in the dark. And in nature, spiders aren't always black. They're very colorful and beautiful creatures. Thank you for visiting my channel, Crocheting Around My Kitchen Table. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you know when I upload a new video tutorial. Thanks again for watching.